Not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I'm Elijah, and this is the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. So, man, I found Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. But of course, I'm going to tell you to read Zechariah chapter 4, verses 4 through 6, man. It's messed up, bro. Oh, yeah, it is truly messed up. You know? Let me see if I can lighten this up a little bit because, man, you're in the land of the heathen, bro. So, but the Lord God said he was going to do it, and he did it. Oh, did he do it? But don't worry, we can get out of this. See, that's the thing about it. We can get out of this. We can get out of this. And all we have to do is what? Repent. Humble ourselves before the throne of grace. Call on the holy name, Lord God Jesus, whose name is excellent. Repent with your whole heart. Keep all his commandments. And enter back and bind the forever covenant. That's all we got to do. I'm trying to get it. I'm trying, but I guess it won't work now. But you're going to have to hold on. I'll be back. Give me a few. I'll be back. I'm back. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts, that found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6, but I suggest that you read all of Zechariah. Yeah, especially chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. And then it said, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts, the spirit of prophecy. It was the Lord God's spirit, the spirit of prophecy. And that's the spirit. Man, it is. I got so much to tell you. And man, they chewed that video. If you was watching that video last night, or you thought that, said, well, the morning comes. Because I thought the same thing. I said, well, they'll see it in the morning, and it's going to be well with them. But man, them people took the video was an hour and 55, 1 hour, 55, and 10 seconds long. That's how long the video was. They cut that video down to 40 minutes. They sure did. All that, man, all that message they wore that message out there. That's why they want you to go live. Because once you go live and you put that thing on live, then they can go there, cut what they want out, and then all the information that was up there, it's gone. It's gone, yeah. It's gone. Because, man, I went over a lot of stuff because, you know, I had a lot to tell you. I went over a lot of stuff, man, and all that information is gone. Man, that's YouTube. Though, man, see, those men that made these platforms, some even with the men, yeah, the Zuckerbergs, the Gates. And he said, man, how you can say that about them people? How you say that about them good white folks? It's demon technology. And what them demons did, and demons got into them and caused, and that's how they came up with all this. You ain't got to believe me. I mean, all I can do is tell it to you. Now, if you want me to prove it to you, all you got to do is go to the book of Adam and Eve or go to the book of Enoch and read. Learn what these demons can do. Yeah, learn where this technology come from, all these things come from. Tell you, man, Azazel. All right. You know, I can tell you like the one. But anyway, man, they cut it. And then I can't get it back. I can't get it back. So, I mean, I might have to go back to pre-record and put it up there. Because that way, when I pre-record it and I put it up there and they take it down, don't make no difference. I still got it. But that information I had last night, all that's gone. All that's gone. Yeah, but I know they was going to do it. I know it's going to do it, but I did because to show you how evil and wicked these people are. Man, these people ain't never going to pack fair with you, man. I know why? Because the Lord God said it. Can God lie? No. And the Lord God said he's not going to ever pack fair with you. All right, well, let's continue on. So he said, I'm going to send Elijah to you before the breaking of the day of the Lord, and you shall turn the hearts of the children back to the father, the hearts back to the children. He said, what? I come and strike the earth with a curse. So we know the curse has started. I say, well, it's more to that than just that, because all the prophets tell you about the curse, but who you go to? Father Abraham or Father Enoch, man, they get deep into the curses, you know. But anyway, so that's what it said. Then, you know, this one here I got to read. Yeah, well, I'm not trying to memorize. I'm really not. But, you know, who knows? Who knows what the Lord God has in store? I mean, he come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, who he delighted in. Behold, he shall come, say the Lord of hosts. And behold, I will send Elijah to you, shall turn the hearts of the children back to the father, the hearts back to the children. That's found in Malachi chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. Yeah. So, man, don't let that stop you. Don't. Man, if you're doing something and it doesn't go right the first time, keep on depending and trusting on the Lord. The Lord didn't show me what I was going to come up against. Yeah. He prepared me. If you can go through all that foolishness in that church house, when you come out that church house, you stand with these men, do it, you know, don't compare nothing to how them folks handle you in the church house. Yeah. Because the people out on the street, you don't know. But the people, well, let's go there. Let's go there with prayer. I'll take it out. I dreamed last night. I didn't remember none of the dreams. I didn't ask the Lord God to bring the dreams back to me. So let me see. Well, let me get this here for you. We're going 1 John, chapter 4. Verse 20. 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. Let me see. And if any man say, I love God and hated his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen? Yeah. All right. So that's what it is. So in the church houses, well, those people that you're with in the church house, and they're supposed to love you, supposed to love them, and they're supposed to be all about love, but it's not. It's not that way. Man, forgive me, I got to do one more thing. I had to get the book where I'm going at today. I'm going in Ecclesiasticus. I'll try to go there anyway. So you can go through that foolishness in the church house. So when you come out of the church house, man, and go to this on the streets, man, it's nothing. It's nothing because, man, them Christians, some treacherous people. Yeah, very treacherous. Like, man, I was telling you, bro, I was talking about the skinheads, the senators, yeah, because that's where it's at. Yeah, well, anyway. But where I went at, you know, part that they have taken off and cut out, I'll give you 2 dreams, you know, I'll give you some old dreams. Whatever come to mind, all God put in my heart to take. But yeah. Now I went over just about everything I went over. Yes, about everything. You know, I don't know where to start at or where it began at. Not with that. Not with that, because we live in some dangerous, treacherous times. You're supposed to be humbling yourself, get back and buy forever coming. Man, get away from all that foolishness and that march and stuff, because it's going to end up very bad, especially for you, Israel. Very bad for you, because they're not going to hesitate to shoot you, hang you, do whatever they need to do. They're not going to hesitate. But just like with those Esau, Edomites and Esau, they do hesitate. And all that's in the book of Ecclesiasticus. You should go read that book. But I was talking against the Myers, the Oaksteins, the Richards, and all their ways. And y'all go in there and think, oh, well, oh, yeah, this is of Lord God. Why? Because they're telling you about getting some money. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're telling you about getting some money. And you think that's of God. That's not the prosperity. Go read what the prosperity is. And that's found in Band for the Bible, Joseph Lawkins, chapter Book of Enoch by Joseph Lawkins, chapter 84. So we'll find out what the prosperity really is. Okay, now another thing. So when they start messing with the video, because I know they're going to do it, when they start messing with the video, I'm cutting this video off, and then I'm just going to go record it and put it up there, because, man, that was too much to lose, man. I mean, God will bring it back to me, but I'm just saying that there's too much information to lose, and you don't want it. You need that information. What that information will help you do to defeat the enemy. And so, but I had read a lot. I had put a lot of text down up in there. Maybe they got it on Facebook. Maybe they had it on Facebook. I don't know. But I know the Lord God can do something. God can chastise. Yeah, He's gonna see you too. Well, all of them will be chastised eventually. All of them. But now you know why they're going to be chastised. God just don't chastise for nothing. Like they say, if God don't have to hold your father's sins against you, because you didn't sin yourself. He doesn't. That's what he doesn't have to do that. All right, just give me a few minutes. Give me a little time. A little time. Wait on, he come. You know, he will come. Man, I sure hate doing that, bro. Yeah, man, they really. But it doesn't make me mad or anything. Just make that. We're gonna get into it. It doesn't make me mad or anything. It's Lord God did to let you know how evil and wicked these people are, and for you to come out of it. I don't care who you are. This salvation is of the Jew, but salvation is for everybody. Yeah, but it just comes through who? Israel. Through God's chosen people. That's what it comes through. Yeah. So I was telling about Andrew Womack, Joel Osteen, Cliff O'Dowd, T.G. Jakes, Pat Robinson. I was talking about Pat Robinson. What he did was, I can tell you that, I can repeat that one again. What Pat Robinson did, he come on stage and said the policeman had the right to kill that man. And so that's not the law. God said, if you see a murder, and you agree with that murder and don't show that murder, don't tell nobody about the murder. You go along with that murder, you're a murderer yourself. Yeah, that's written down. Yeah, that's written down. Get away from the Holy Bible. Start eating some wholesome food, and you see where it says that. Yeah, and you've been running behind these people. Don't worry, I can't just say you, because I did the same thing too. When the 700 Club, before they even became the 700 Club, I used to watch. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, I used to watch all them evil oh, can't even say it outside. I'm excited. Calm down for a minute. The evangelist or ego jealous. So when it comes to not tell you about it. But all it was about money. Yeah, God wants you to be rich. God wants you to have that. And while you was going out there doing as they say, because the demons let you do as they say, guess what you was doing? You was making them rich. Yeah, and they kept preaching it, and you out there struggling, and they kept on getting rich on. And they were stealing from the poor. That's what they was doing. Yeah. But anyway, so he gonna talk about the policeman was fearing for his life, and so he had the right to kill that man. And And then he go over there, then he gonna sugarcoat it. He gonna go and say over, then he gonna go over something else, you know. He's gonna say something else. But they already know that you one of them. Yeah, you one of them. Yeah. Now, so I was talking about how the reason why y'all can't get rid of this thing is because there you get. I already told you what. These people are embedded. First of all, it's in them. It's in them. It's in their DNA. And if they're not being taught at home, they've been taught in schoolhouses, along with their friends when they join these different clubs and these different groups and organizations. They learn these things. Come on, man. That's why the Lord God tell you come out to church house, because where you learn this stuff, where you learn how to err in everything, in the church house. And they're corrupt. And that's where the Lord God said, come out here, my people, be not a partaker. But you don't want to go there. Just like I told you, change from one tyranny to the next. You change in the Christian church house for what? The HOI church house, ICIU church houses. Come on, brother. Come on, bro. It's the same thing. The same thing. All of them say, well, come on, let's pool our money together. Let's get it together. Yeah. Let's put our money in one purse. And all of them teaching you the same thing. All of them teaching you the same thing. Yeah. Man, I'm trying to remember this man's name because he was one of us Oral Roberts teachings too, because Clef O'Dowd was there. Andrew Womack was one of them. And this other man, come on, man, I can see his face. I can hear him preach. But I can't, his name won't come out. And I know you know his name. So the Barners, the Martins, I mean, as they come toward me. And I was telling you about these people came on church last night. Oh man, the church city or something like that. Came. Yeah, and this young girl talking about she didn't know what to do. You know what, the Lord God told you what to do. Well, I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to do something. The Lord God told you, be still, know that I am God. What the Lord God tell you to do? Yeah, obey my voice, keep my commandments, keep my holy covenants. That's what he tell you to do. He don't tell you to get out there and march. That time has come and gone, baby. It ain't gonna change nothing. All that you're doing out there is not gonna change anything. That has already been done before you was even born. Yeah, well, yeah, even before you was born, they have already been done. Black Lives Movement is, man, somebody making money off of that. That's why they got that thing going, bro. If they weren't getting donations, making all their money, that thing wouldn't be going like it's gone. Yeah, man, and you going out there more right on the Lord God and tell you to do that, you're going to pay for it. Oh, yeah, you're going to pay for it. Then I was telling that the Lord God said he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave you totally unpunished. That's what he told you. He said, I'm not going to leave Jacob totally unpunished. And so if you go out there with that foolishness and something happens to you, well, that's God reward a man according to his works, according to his deeds, and that's your reward. Because you ain't got no business out there. Just like he told you about messing with these strange women. He said, well, let's go there. Let's go there. Strange. Yeah, because the Lord God told you you're messing with these strange people. Well, let's see. Well, we can see. Yeah, we can see strange heart. All right, let's go. Oh man. Wait a minute, maybe something else. Strangers. Yeah, because you're supposed to bring that into God's temple and tabernacle. Yeah, he told you, don't do it. Yeah. You see, Ezekiel chapter 44. Ezekiel chapter 44. Yeah. Let's see where I'm going to start at. We're going to start it at 40, Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 6. And thou shalt say to the rebellious, even to the house of Israel, thus say the Lord God, O ye house of Israel, let it suffice you of all your abomination, and that you have brought into my sanctuary strangers, uncircumcised in heart and uncircumcised in flesh, to be in my sanctuary, to pollute it, even my house, when you offer my bread, the fat and the blood, and they have broken my covenant because of all your abominations. See that? They're broken because of all of your abominations. And ye have not kept the charge of my holy things, but you have set keepers of my charge in my sanctuary for yourself. And you know, yeah, that's what you do. They choose those pastors and preachers. I had a, oh man, I had a dream one time, and they say you're gonna throw your hat in the ring too, and that means that they get up there and they have to say the sermons and everything. Then they choose the one who's gonna be a preacher. So that's what that's talking about. Yeah, and you have not kept. I'm gonna prove all this to you. And you have not kept the charge of my holy thing, but you have set keepers of my charge of my sanctuary for yourself. Thus say the Lord God, no stranger uncircumcised in heart, nor uncircumcised in flesh shall enter into my sanctuary of any stranger that is among the children of Israel. And that's what you're going out. And the Levites that gone away far from me, when Israel went astray away from me after their idol, they shall even bear their iniquity. And so then the Lord God go in there and he tells you about all the things that was going to prevail. But let's digress for a minute. Let me slow it down for a minute. Let me slow it down. Because the reason why I'm slowing it down for a minute is because of this. That's what's in those high places, temples, tabernacles, sanctuary. That's what's in there. People of their own choosing. That's why a lot of them went out there and got doctors and everything. So when they go up there to this doctor, so and so, then y'all let him be over you. Or somebody that you know, and no matter how filthy he is, and know that he haven't repented, you let him be over you. Yeah? Not of God's own choosing. No, you're not doing that. But let me continue on. Let me continue on, because when they start messing with the video, that's when I'm gonna cut it off. But they know that they're done. Oh yeah, you told them they know that they're done. There was too much information. There was too much knowledge of God that was put out there, and that was making it so important that once you put that knowledge out there, that's for you. That's not for what knowledge is gonna do. And digress. So let's go. We're going to I'm gonna show you how filthy and no good they are, and how they have taught you and why you should come out. I went over what you had in the video that they destroyed, that YouTube them destroyed. I went over there, but don't worry about it. Why? Because God has it written down, and you just go right there and pick it up again, and be more stronger than the first time. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're going to the Book of Jubilees. That's where we're going. The Book of Jubilees. That's where we're going. I think in Jubilees chapter 6. Jubilees chapter 6. That's where we at. Now, the reason why I'm going to Jubilees chapter 6, because everything's about what? Prophecy. And the Lord God gave us prophecy way from what? From the beginning of time. He gave it to us. That's what this the ancients. It's the prophecy. Let me see something before I go, because this is why I'm going to Isaiah chapter 5. Isaiah chapter 5. Isaiah chapter 5. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about what you lost, brother. Don't cry over spilled sword, man. God will give you something more powerful than that, which was destroyed. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Isaiah chapter 5. Let me get to where I'm going to be at. Okay, it tells you why. Okay. It tells you why Lord God did what he did. I want to read it to you. I just don't want to tell it to you. I just don't want to tell it to you. I want you to hear it and see it. Hear it and see it, because I see everything. I see all the prophecies in there. Isaiah chapter 5. Okay. Well, let me see. Let's read it, then when we get to it, I'll let you know. Now will I sing to my beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well-beloved had a vineyard in a very fruitful field, and he fenced it, and he gathered out the stones thereof. He planted it with the choicest vine. He built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a wine press there. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, but it brought forth wild grapes. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard? that I have not done in it. Wherefore, when I looked that it would bring forth grapes, brought forth wild grapes. And now, and now go. I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof, and it should be eaten up, and I will break down the walls thereof, and they should be trodden down. And I will lay it to waste, and it should not be pruned or digged, but there should come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it, that they rain no rain upon it. And that's what he done. In the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah is his pleasant plant. And I look for judgment, behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold a cry. See? And woe unto them that join house to house, that they lay field to field, that there be no place, that they may be placed along in the midst of the earth. And that's what that's the all-seeing eye. That's what that's about. Man, what's that about? That's why they putting all these telephones, cell phones, and all that. That was about. So you can't go no place in this earth without them seeing. They have what? Control over you. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. And my ears say the Lord, the host of truth. Many houses should be desolate, even the fair without inhabitant. And I've read this to you before. 10 acres of vineyard shall yield one bag of seed, and home shall yield an ephah. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink that continue tonight, till wine inflame them. The harp devour the tabret, the pipe, and the wine are in their feast. But they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider the operation of his hand. Now, I read all that to get to this here. Therefore, my people are gone in captivity, because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Okay, so that's it. That's why we're in this captivity. Why? Because we have no knowledge. We're going to get to that. And their honorable men are famished, and the multitude dried up for thirst. So when you go to, let's see, this here, the Gospel Gospel, and as soon as it tells you that, yeah, you see, these people are intoxicated. But when they become all, when they shake off that intoxication, they're going to become thirsty again. And what they're going to become thirsty for? The knowledge of God. So you out there for the amen, praise the Lord, all that jumps out, God is good all the time, which is true. But you don't have no knowledge of God. And that's why he said that's why they're going in captivity, because they don't have no knowledge of God. Yeah, and that's what you try and do. We try and give you back. That's why all these, God sending all these watchmen and all these different people yelling and telling you, prepare yourself for the return of the Lord God. That's why all that's going on. Yeah, to get you now, to let you know all about God. Yeah. That's why he told you, say, I'm going to send Elijah for the great and dreadful day of the Lord. He shall turn the hearts of the children back to the fathers, the hearts to the children have to come back. All right, so what are the fathers? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali, and Gad, and Asher. Those are our fathers. Man, they left us everything. Oh, yes, they did. They left us everything. So, so when they left us, so when you go in that book, it tells you everything. You were going to go in captivity, why you was going to go in captivity, how long you was going to go in captivity, what was going to happen to you while you were in the captivity. All that is in well, with the patriarchs, the 12 people, that's what they left. All that's in there. All that's in there. And then the apocrypha, everything, man. You got so much in those books, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they have a whole lot in there. So let me continue on going. Yeah, man, don't worry about nothing, man. You should enjoy this. Whether it's good or bad, enjoy it, man. Don't enjoy it, because why? Because we should never pass this way again. All right. So now I told you why I was in captivity. Now I'm getting deep in that. I'm getting deep into that. And you listen to these guys. These people don't love you, man. I don't care what pastor or what preacher you're on. Man, Kenneth Copeland. That's what I was trying to think of. Kenneth Copeland, he one of them too. Yeah, oh yeah. That's one of them evil seeds. You say, no, I'm not no evil seed. Yes, you're an evil seed. Are you teaching God's covenants? Are you teaching God festival days? Are you teaching the Israel to make sure that they keep God's holy Sabbath? I ain't talking about that one found in the book of Exodus. I'm talking about teaching them about what are truly prayers and offerings. You're teaching God's children, and you're gonna pray for it. Oh yeah, don't they? And that's why the Lord God said, "What the difference that you have right now? You can repent, but those fallen angels, fallen demons that get you to do their will, they can't. But you're a man. You got a chance to repent. You can rebuke and tear down them demons and let them demons go about their business. And all those monies and everything you got, what Jesus told you to do, go give all that away to the poor. Get rid of it. Give it away to the poor. And yeah, because it's better for you to go in paradise than enter in hell. Yeah. Yeah. So all I can do is tell you what to do. You ain't got to do it, but that's up to you. Listen to this young man. This young man was talking about. Let me go get it. Let me go get it because I want to see. This young man, it was on YouTube. This young man was talking about his experience when he went to heaven and he went to hell, and he's talking about the experience that he had. And the reason why I'm going to look it up because I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to go. I just want you to tell the man, you got to go look at the video. It's not about you looking at the video. It's just about we finding out truth and finding out the knowledge of what knowledge is, what truly is the knowledge of God. That's what we're trying to find out. All right, well, all right, but man, I'm not worried about nothing what they do, because once that killing starts, and it's gonna start. Well, yeah, that killing once it starts, yeah, it already really started. It's just gonna get worse and worse. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. They're gonna be wishing it for the stop, but it's not gonna stop. Some of them gonna be wishing that they was dead and they ain't not gonna be able to die. All that scripture, they've been regurgitating those things for you last. Say the 25-year-old shares the testimony of heaven and hell. So the part he went to hell, which we know that's the truth. But the part that way he went to heaven and he was talking about how bright this was and how the lights and everything were. And so that reminded me of for the Adam. So when you go read the testimonies of Adam and Eve, you find out how Father Adam said, why you brought me to this miserable place, a young man. And I heard he's not the first, but one of my aunties told me the same thing. He said, why you brought me back? You know, they was gone, they haven't had it. And they had left the outer body and he was on the way to heaven. And whoever was brought him back. And so why you bring me back to this miserable place? Because where they had that light shine bright and everything that young man explained, Father Adam explained also. Everything that he said agrees with what Father Adam said. Everything he said agreed with what Father Isaiah said. So, man, with all that knowledge, truth. So it started yesterday. This how Satan started attacking me yesterday evening, and all the attacks kept coming. They kept coming one after another. But you gotta learn how to open up your mouth. If you don't want nobody to be around you, or a certain person to be around you, or the certain person, you're afraid, and the person don't have no mask, and nothing, you just tell the person, say, man, you need to put on a mask because I am afraid that I might catch that stuff if you don't have them. Just tell them, man. You ain't got to put on no fraud. You ain't got to do all that, man. Because Lord God gave man what? He gave man a mouth, and he gave man a heart and a mind. What? So for the reason, I read that to you, folks, so you can reason. Yeah, understand? You not know somebody. And one of the most worst things that they say a pet peeve or something. It's not no pet peeve or nothing. And see, when you have cold in the eye and people be up there doing you like that, still tell you, say, man, you have cold in your eye, get that cold out your eye. They won't tell you that. They'll do all this kind of stuff, and all that's deceitful. Yeah, it's very deceitful. Yeah, very deceitful. Yeah, so if somebody have cold in the eye, you have Lord God, man. You don't have no pride. No, you're not proud. You're not boastful and everything. Just tell them, say, man, you have cold in your eye. Get the cold out your eye. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's something wrong when you're doing somebody like this. Come on, man. That's what mamas doing. Children. Mamas do children that. Yeah, because they embarrassment and all that. They want the children to appear perfect and everything. But that's another lie, another false. And all that creates what? More lies, more false. That's what this is about. And so I was on them, bro. I was telling them about how they keep Christmas. Yeah, y'all keep all those, yeah. I'm going to read it to you. I'm not going to just tell it to you. And Yeah, because I told him, said, man, them people, all they did was took off those, told them, man, go listen to some of them speeches, some of them old KK speeches and that. They're on there, documentary and everything. And man, just come out straight like tell. No, go look at that movie, man, something X, man, Citizen X or something like that. With I can't think of the man now. See, that's a Satan fighting hard this morning. Yeah. Yeah, he's fighting hard this morning. And I know this man because this man, he played a lot of little movies that I like. Him and Matt Damon played in Rounders. And I can't. But anyway, he played in X. And so when he played in that movie and he had killed that man by mistake and he went to penitentiary and everything. But the people come straight out and say, the man said, I don't need nobody, no henchmen or nothing like that. I say, well, we need some people to take off their robes and put on suits and go get become doctors and lawyers and senators and governors and judges, and that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. And a lot of people on hate all those things. Yeah. Oh yeah, look what David Duke was. All right. So you got to understand, these people are still in position and they have hid themselves real well. Go look at the Watchmen on HBO. And that's the truth. That's what it's saying now. I'm going to read that to you, how he mixes. Yeah, that's how you mix truth with falseness with truth. That's how he is. That's what he does. And these who the children of him. There's Cain's children, and Esau children. First it was Cain's children, you know they have with them. And then now you're in Esau and Esau children. And this hatred is embedded in them. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's an ancient hate. It's an ancient hatred that goes way, way back. All got a lot to do with the birthright. A lot to do with that birthright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But anyway, so that's what you're doing. So you be out there marching all things, the lawmakers and everything, they'll go along with your little program and they'll write it so that when everything calms down and everything, and 5 or 10 years later, when everything over, they say, well, we bring this law up to vote. How many days they keep going on? How many days, just like affirmative action. We don't need it no more. Close it off. See, that's how they do things. Yeah, oh yeah. King David and King Solomon told you what they do. And they told you how these rich people do it. And yeah, King Solomon said he saw the richest people. He saw kings in low places. That's right. And that's what that means. Man. That's what that means. So he said he saw kings that rise on horses walking. So they're very low. And that's what they're doing. All is against who? Israel. All is against who? Judah. You know, all this scripture, but the pastors and preachers and teachers and teaching you that. They're not teaching, all they're teaching you about bring all the tithes, because some they're good with that. Bring all your tithes in the storehouse so there'll be meat in my house. And just took that thing and just twisted it, made what they want to be. And not just that, that's the gospel. That's what they did. That's what they have done. And I'm trying my best to get to the gospel of Mary, because that's what when I get to the gospel of Mary, you're going to see how they took Mary and made Mary out the Catholic religion. Just like the Seventh-day Adventist religion. Took Ellen G. White and made her out the Seventh-day Adventist religion. And just like Church of the Mormons, same thing. They did the same thing. That's all of them did. And who's the main one in bondage to you? That's why the Lord God say, where you at? In the prison houses. Yeah? Oh yeah, he showed me that. Told you. Listen to one of my videos. Told you I had a dream. And this one I first started out. And the Lord God showed me where I was at. They had 3 doors. And then what I did, I went in one of the doors. The door was like the door to a freezer. You know, not one of the upright freezers, but one of those chest freezers. And I opened up that door and I went in. The Lord God showed me. I went in that freezer. And then after the freezer, a little while I came out there, and the Lord God did was showing me. That's what I did. I put myself in that box. And that's what you are, in that box. You're in that prison house. Yeah, it's a prison house. That's all you do is serve that prison house. That's all. That's all you do. Think about it. And then you will buy your clothes, your jewelry, hair weave, haircut, and all that to do what? To go to church on Sunday. To go in that prison house to serve that stone and wood. And all these pastors, preachers, and teachers, that's what they're teaching and serving. And they ain't telling you, even Hebrew Israelite, even IUIC, all of them telling you doing the same thing. There ain't none of them telling you, say, man, you don't need this building and all that. You got to go serve Jesus for yourself. You got to find the law of God. I don't care what name you call it. You got to go find the law of God. The law of God said, when you seek me with your whole heart, then you should find. You say when you go in the building, and because all they ain't nothing but churchgoers. That's all. So another brother said, that's all they are, churchgoers. And they'll go to church and cuss you out just as plain as day and say, yeah, cuss you out. Or tell you, say, oh, you gonna make me lose my religion. Come on, brother. Come on, man. If somebody gonna make you to lose your religion, you never had it. That's right. The law of God says his people are like the tree planted by the water. They're short. Yeah, they like gold trying to fight. Oh yeah, that's what they are. And so you've been greatly deceived that all these things gonna change. They're gonna let you have your little time right now, and then they're gonna start knocking you off. Just like I can tell you, let's go to some of your actors and some of your activists that was back in the day that was in the civil rights movement, especially Samuel David Jr. Look how he died, and then people come back on Bill Cosby, him too, and look how they come back on. Yeah, they wait, they try to say whatever Satan does, wait like God, because that's what he say. He try to say he's like God, and they wait, and then when they wait. And then when you get old and stuff and thinking they ain't forgot about it, come back on. And that's why you have a lot like Joe Louis and all them people about it. Yeah, they died broke. Yeah, broke. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's how they died. I ain't talking about broke because they did a lot of stuff. And Uncle Sam came for those taxes. Yeah, that's what he did. A lot of people have done that. A lot of millionaires, they've done that. Black millionaires. I ain't talking about black non-millionaires. Got some unblack non-millionaires. They done the same thing too. They let them go get all that stuff and came back with where we didn't pay taxes on that. And then when they took all them people money, a lot of them people took strokes, heart attacks, and took ill and never recovered. Yeah, that's why the law of God said, put not your faith in man, not in the Son of Man. Don't put your faith in what? Uncertain riches. That's what he tell you to do. And that's what you're doing. If your faith is in God, then you wouldn't be out there with that margin and all that. It's foolishness. Somebody will pull your coattails and say, look down. All that y'all done, we done did it. And it didn't change nothing. It didn't change a thing. That's why you're out there marching right now again. Yeah. All I can do is give it to you as the law of God has given to me. Wisdom. You gotta have wisdom. Gotta have them. You don't have her then. Well, so anyway, so I told you what I'm doing about and so I crawled out that box. And then when I went back, when God sent me back to Seventh-day Adventist Church to bring the prophecy, which I did, about the prophecy, they had this young man. And I told him everything. I gave him the books, showing him everything because he liked to read and stuff. So I gave him books and told him, showing him where everything at. So me and him was standing outside these windows. And so what he did, he crawled back into the window, went back in the box, and then I looked at the window and said, man, I'm too big for that. I ain't crawling back in that window, and I didn't get back in that box. I didn't. Lord God showed me. So them dreams and visions be real. Yeah, I didn't get back in there. God flew me. I'm in New Orleans. It's hot now. Oh, the heat is on. So let's continue on. So if you happen to hear that video, all of it, you're gonna really enjoy that video. You really are. Black or white and different. Don't be afraid and don't be ashamed to say, because the law of God says he's not gonna judge you. If you repent from the sins for that what they say, man, it's all type of curse. What's the name of that curse? I think you know the name of that curse anyway. Ancestors curse. I mean, that's why you got an olive tree, a wild olive tree, that you can be grafted in. Yeah, you can repent. You don't have to do that. You can tell them, say, man, I ain't about that. I'm trying to save my soul. God be open and honest with it. Yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta be open mind when God gonna protect you. And that's another thing I had. Well, you can read that. I had put down all those scriptures where God tell you not to be feared. He's gonna be with you and protect. But if you're not back in the bonds of forever covenant and keeping all His commandments, there ain't nothing you outside of protection. And so if you go out there with 2 white women to a club, you go anywhere with 2 white women, and you're a black man, you're going around a whole lot of white people, something happened to you, that's on you. Yeah, because you should know better. Yeah, you should know better. Okay, how young you are, then I was telling about that young man in Greece. Same thing happened to him. He thought he was equal just like them. And so he went out there in Greece and gonna do certain things, everything. They got them women, and they don't have to tell them women what they're gonna do. Oh, baby, we're gonna be at so and so club. Come on, pay us on through and everything, knowing all the time that you're gonna bring that young man with him, because he's there for you. And you're gonna bring that young man with him to that club, and they're gonna kick off something, just like they done last time. Kick off something, and put his focus on something else, and next thing you know, he in there fighting for his life. And no other Israel not around, and no other righteous people all around. And that's what they did. And they're going to continue on doing that. And that's why the Lord God says it's an evil time. That's what you live in, an evil time. So what you supposed to do? You're supposed to hide yourself in evil time. Yeah. And then today I went to the hospital. And the Lord God just showed me how easy these things are that going to come about. Yeah, that's all this is about, precursor until things were truly going to happen. Because just like you see people with masks and see people without masks, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see people with the mark of the beast and people without the mark of the beast. That's how it's going to be, just like that. Yeah, and you're going to know who has the mark, and you're going to know who doesn't have the mark. That's right. Yeah, you're going to know. The person who has it and the person who doesn't have it, you're going to know. That's right. And that's what this thing about. And so this morning I went to the hospital, the hospital, just regular stuff, ain't nothing wrong with this stuff that they require veterans, certain veterans have, not just veterans, other people have to do it too sometimes. But that's what they require of it. So I go there. So now you can't go in the hospital without a mask, just like I told you. So I had to have on a mask. And then on top of having a mask, they're gonna take your temperature. And after you take the temperature, so you go in the hospital now. Man, it's like a hospital used to have a lot of people in, not no more. Oh no, they didn't have that many workers in there neither. All them people ain't in the hospital. The workers are nothing. No, there are very few people I saw in the hospital this morning. And so they have one desk that you go by and you get everything. So I had a few little things done. And I come out, and so they had masks. I have a mask too, but they have a different type of mask that they're well, these masks don't have no metal or nothing on it, just, no plastic, nothing, just a regular little mask. And so I wanted one of the masks. So I come down there. So before I leave out, so I asked, because they have a whole lot of them, and I knew that for us, and I didn't get one when I was going in. So I asked, hey, could I have a mask just like that? And so they have our own people. Yeah, our own people. They had one Israel women sitting down there, got her big old diamond rings on her finger, show that she's married and all of that, and sitting down, and they have Esau children around them and everything around them. And so I said, can I have a mask? She said, go get in line, just like that. Now, I didn't have to get in line. All I could deal with ask about it. But I said, no, I'm going to show it. So I said, humble myself. I went and got in line and wait, just to show that all you are is an educated fool, just like that. That's why my daddy mom said, son, don't become an educated fool. Now, let me finish to go on with the story. So now I'm in line. So they have other people in line, and they go up, and I finally get to the thing. Now, when Esau's daughter, nurse, she's a nurse, and he had some good ones. And so she said, you didn't have to stay in line. I said, I knew I didn't. I told her just like I said, I'm being obedient unto God. That's what I told her. I said, I'm just being obedient unto God. And boy, I know the one was sitting down there. I know she a doctor or whatever she is. I know she did was huffing and puffing. Yeah, because she had big that there. Because you show yourself. Lord God tell you, say, man, you ain't got to do nothing. Just wait. It's going to come out. Just like when I'm talking against all these preachers and everything like that. Which one's going to repent and which ones aren't going to repent. All you have to do is wait for it. It's going to come out. It's going to come out. And just like the Lord God, Told you before, it's all over, just like Jesus, what Jesus did. Jesus did, all he was doing was just what God was telling him to do. That's all he said, I'm doing as my Father's doing. And just like the Lord God, I see the Lord God doing, I'm doing. And what's going to happen in the end? Right? You should know what's going to happen in the end. But it's going to go real bad with them real fast. You watch and see. Well, they don't understand what's going on. These pastors, preachers, and teachers and everything. That's what the Lord God tells you. They have a form of godliness and denying the power thereof. And he tells you, come on out. What's wrong with you going? Stop going to the church house today, and you're supposed to be serving God. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You know, that you're supposed to be not the church house, not making the church house rich and stuff like that, not going there to be socializing with your people. Come on, man. It's about serving God, but you're not doing that. You don't have no knowledge of God. You don't. Because I was there right there in the church house, right along with you, without no knowledge of God, regurgitating whatever the preacher said, whatever they had been pounding me over the years. That's all I do. And sometimes when I be reading, my mind just go on to what they had pounded in my head since I was a kid. And it's not even on the paper. All I see is 2 words of it, and then I think it's the rest of it going to be there when it's not. Yeah. Oh, yeah, how can you give it to you as he given it unto me? That's why you don't supposed to get mad or angry, man. Just be patient. Look, you know what? And that's why I want to get to it too, because, and I have read that to you before, and it says, I put in the comment before. Yeah, I would say, don't worry about it. If that's what I'm doing, if it's not of God, ain't nothing gonna come of it. But if it is of God, then you fighting against God. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. So and then that'll get done to the apostles and stuff. And point blank to them and say, man, and see if that of God, if that of God, you're not gonna fight against God. And then say if that of man, don't worry about it, it's gonna burn out. It might run a long time, but eventually it's gonna burn out. Just like Jesus told you about the false prophet and this tribulation of the false prophet. But soon this is gonna be over. Yeah. Everything else gonna fade away but except what? Only what you do for Christ is last. Now that's something they regurgitated, but it's the truth. Only the word of God gonna stand in the end. Only righteousness gonna be in the end. That's what it's gonna be. But I'm gonna get to what I'm supposed to be going to. Man, stop it, bro. Just stop. Just when you give up on something, you do. You leave it alone, man. I can't do that. You just leave it alone. That's what you're supposed to. Just leave it alone. Let it go. Leave it alone. Yeah. They would say, Jesus said, I have cast fire upon the world, and see, I am guarding it until it blazes. And it's going to blaze. His devil going to blaze. So it's blazing now. It's blazing now. I don't think there's too many holes you can go in that Christianity haven't been heard of. And so why haven't the end come? Because that's not the truth. That's not the gospel Jesus was talking about. All right, this video, when it start doing this clicking and this clacking. And like I told you, when you start clicking and clacking, I'm going to change over and I'm going to do the regular video and then let them take that down. Man, worry about these people. Why am I going to be worrying about these people? Because these people are about to get something put on these people that they ain't going to never forget. They're not going to ever forget it. No, Lord God said they're going to be looking. And this prophecy, this prophecy said they're going to be looking in the sky and be scared of anything that comes in the sky. That's what they're going to be scared of. Yeah, that's how the Lord God going to have these people in great fear. Watch, keep watching. That's why it's get back in the bonds forever covered. All that marching stuff ain't doing you no good, man. If you're Israel, you ain't got no bench out there marching. Let Esau and the Edomites fight against each other like the Lord God told you that they're going to do to get this thing right. Well, you just go ahead on. So let's go. You haven't started kicking off yet. But I don't trust it. Because like my wife did twice, shame on this. So let me put this down and then you can pick it up again because it gonna do its thing. I mean, they're in charge of it. So I'm gonna put the name of the video on there, and then you know that we're gonna have a live part and we're gonna have a regular part. So let's see if I can let me see that I can do it. Let me see. Yeah, well, I mean, this is how things work. And all right. So we going. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put it up there. Let me see if I can do it. There you go. Let me see. It's what it is. It's Leviticus chapter 26. Let me see. Yeah, Leviticus chapter 26. Yeah, that's what it is in Leviticus chapter 26. Let me see. Let me see if I can put verse 33 on there. Verse 33. Let's see if we're gonna get up there. We're gonna get up there, and that's something different. That's what we're talking about. That's what we are. But anyway, so go ahead on, and I'm gonna see you on the other side, and what we're gonna get into is about. I'm gonna show you and teach how these. I'm giving it to you as law God had given unto me. I'm gonna show you all these pastors and preachers and teachers out there now are false prophets. They're not teaching you what you need to know. And they cut up the video so much last night. I can take that chance, man. This isn't too important to you. This is about you. I mean, if I die today and tomorrow, I don't have to worry about it. But it's about those thinking that they can lukewarm, still right behind the world and thing. And those who are out there don't know how to get out these things. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we'll go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and end it and pick it up on the other side, and you'll know what it is, because I don't put it up there among the heathens. That's all. It's among the heathens live, among the heathens video. All right. Not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts.